The neon lights are bright on Broadway, and there are plenty of hot new shows to see.
Here with his picks for this season's must-watch productions is theater critic Patrick Riley. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me. You like my jazz hands?
You're ready.
Very Fosse. I like it. I like it.
It's a great time for Broadway and theater in general. Okay. You know, here in the fall is where we get shows that have been happening, and we've tried them out a little bit. Yeah. Then there are those that we're still kind of waiting to see what they will do here in the holiday time, and then there are those that are on their way out, but they're still great shows. So I want to talk about a few of them.
Let's talk about Cinderella. Everyone is buzzing about Cinderella. Why does this show get the glass slipper?
Well, you know what? Currently, because of Miss Keke Palmer.
How's she doing?
Can I tell you, she is amazing. I don't know that everybody knows how good a singer she is, but she is spectacular. Now, her Wicked Stepmothers, because currently Sherry Shepherd is in the role of the Wicked Stepmother. That's her first post The View gig.
That's true.
But coming up, Miss Nene Leakes, baby, as the Wicked Stepmother. It'll be her Broadway debut. So her 15 minutes is turning into 2 hours and an intermission.
Who do you think's gonna do better in that Wicked Stepmother part, Nene or Sherry Shepherd?
Well, I think Nene has the mean girl thing down. So I'm thinking she's gonna bring something real sassy and saucy to us, with a peach in hand, perhaps.
Of course. All right. Well, let's move on to The Last Ship. When you saw this, did it make you want to walk the plank?
Can I tell you? You know, I'm always nervous about something that's sort of romantic and from from the Scottish times. This is Sting. Sting actually wrote the composition here, and it is absolutely stunning.
Really?
It is really based on a town near where he grew up, where a shipyard, and he wrote all this music. So the music is as much a character as the characters themselves.
Well, if it's a Sting behind it,
do you get what I'm saying?
It
is a love triangle. It's one of those blue-collar Broadway shows, you know, kind of like Kinky Boots. It's kind of, you're rooting for the humble man to get their bliss. And so here we have a wonderful story of a love triangle between a simple woman from Scotland and her two suitors. And one is dangerous and the other is safe. And the show will take you on the ride of who she chooses.
Sounds like a ride.
I like
but you root for it. And the dangerous, edgy one, by the way, is sort of patterned after Sting.
Oh, okay.
So I think she should choose him.
We like a little danger.
Absolutely.
Okay, Les Mis, it's back again?
Les Mis is back again. It is back again. You know, inside the success of the Oscar-winning film, it won so many awards. Hugh Jackman and all the greats did such great work.
Anne Hathaway.
It drew excitement back to The Great White Way. Now, the reason I wanted to bring it up is because there's a young lady in this.
So this show got an Oscar bump.
This got an Oscar bump.
Got you.
And there is, you know the character of Eponine, that in 1997 it was first introduced into The Voice and the person of a black person. Shanice actually played that character those many years ago. Currently, Nikki James is in that role.
Nikki James.
Nikki James.
So she's the one to watch.
She is the one to watch. She's singing On My Own. You know, On My Own is the big track from there. And she won the Tony for the Book of Mormon a couple of years ago. So she is not only one to watch, but she is going to continue to probably be the Broadway darling that we love her to be. And I love diversity. I'm predicting Tony, but what I'm more so predicting is the excitement of classics embracing diversity.
I like that.
And Nikki is definitely a great example of that.
All right, Shannon, what's the next one?
Dramas. Talk about You Can't Take It With You. I've been hearing a lot of great reviews about this. Why is it being so well received?
Well, I've got 3 words for why it's being so well received. James Earl Jones.
That's all you need.
As the patriarch, 2-time Tony Award winner, he's 83 years young, and I think he's following in Cicely Tyson's footsteps to get maybe another. What I love about it is it's kind of like a Modern Family meets Broadway at the pass.
Really?
So it really is this family of 20 people. He's the patriarch, and it's just full of drama, like family drama. 3 acts.
Especially during the holidays.
During the holidays, it's very relatable, but it's a long one, but it's a long one that holds your attention throughout.
And how is James Earl Jones in this?
Amazing.
Really?
He's amazing. He's funny. He's a curmudgeon. He's playing the patriarch. He's grandpapa, but he is wonderful.
Really?
Absolutely wonderful. So I highly recommend that. I always think it's important for us to see our legends when they are still actively working and doing great work. So James Earl Jones, you got to see him.
Okay, let's talk about Disgrace. The critics can't get enough of this project. Explain New York post 9/11. Tell us more.
Well, Disgraced won the Pulitzer 2 years ago.
Yes.
And it is an amazing story of a Pakistani-American attorney who lives here in New York with his white wife, and he invites his black attorney friend and her white husband over for a dinner. Post 9/11, but because of his roots and because of his assimilation, if you will, in New York City living, what comes out is probably something that came out for all of us who were here. Ideas, thoughts, lies, and truths about Muslim American culture, kind of it challenges where we come from and what you keep from where you come from. So this Pakistani-American man who feels very sort of American and like he has arrived is met with something that goes from water cooler talk to the fire, like the frying pan. It really takes some turns that will challenge
I hear
your
the script
thoughts.
really crackles. I mean, there's a lot of just energetic back and forth.
Crackles, and pops.
Ooh.
Snap, crackle, and pops.
Hear me, there's a reversal at the end of this piece that I won't ruin, but
spoiler.
it just will leave you unsettled almost. In a way that 9/11 left us and still has left us
The
to some degree.
reverberations still continue.
Absolutely, absolutely. But this is a piece that captures it so brilliantly. Disgraced. Highly recommended.
Now, we can't forget about the off-Broadway plays, because there are some amazing performances there as well. Tell us what you would pick.
Well, I know you guys had another Pulitzer Prize winner, Suzanne Lori Parks, here for Father Comes Home from the Wars, part 1, 2, and 3, which is at the Public Theater. Public Theater's works are usually predictors for the Broadway stage, so you can probably look to hear more from this particular piece on the Broadway stage at sometime soon, but it is 3 parts of a 9-part epic that chronicles this slave who goes to Civil War to work with his master, and it really captures mindset of slavery with modern touches. She incorporates modern dress, modern language, and a talking dog that helps the narrative.
Well, that's all you need.
Let me tell you, but it really takes you on a ride.
It's really surreal and Dadaist, but it actually works.
It all works. We actually attended the same show.
Sure did. And I was blown away. I was a little daunted by the 3-hour runtime, but it flies by me.
So it didn't feel like 3 hours?
Not at all.
Feel like 3 hours.
That's the best type of play.
And another quick one that's running, but we're going to see again, is Billy Porter's While I Yet Live. He directed it. It is a coming of age. He's the king of Broadway, and it's a coming of age story about his life and what it took for him to make that turn. So
but if we could only see one of these plays, which would you recommend?
Well,
only one.
Sideshow. Now, Sideshow I didn't mention, but Sideshow is a musical that is directed by Bill Condon, who did Chicago and Dreamgirls. The music is by Henry Krieger. And when I tell you, if you love the glamour and the big shows and the ensembles, Sideshow is the one you want to see.
All right, we're there.
All right, and we can go get more of your reviews at thelifeofriley.squarespace.com.
That's right, Day in the Life of Riley, Pop Culture and Possibility.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll be right back with more Rise Entertainment 360.